What's up, everybody? This is Film Fanatic Productions. I'm Jason. Thank you all so much for coming to my channel today because we have some very special guests in the show today. We're going to be doing a trailer reaction today, and if you look to my right, we have
Dakota with the Kitchen Critics.
yes, the Kitchen Critics, our special guest today.
I'm Ricky, also with the Kitchen Critics.
I'm just Natalie.
Slim.
I'm Jake.
I wandered in from the parking lot. My name is Daniel.
I'm Kit. I'm just happy to be here.
Okay, great introduction, everybody. Okay, so before we begin, if you guys haven't seen the Kitchen Critics channel, look right up here.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Watch our videos. Okay, today what we're going to be doing is going to be called Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Now, this is, of course, a sequel to the original Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse animated feature film that came out a few years back. Now, this one, it has, you said before, features the story of Miles Morales and his journey to become Spider-Man. This one, I'm not sure what's going to be about because I know that the first one, it was a coming-of-age story, sort of. But this one, I haven't heard anything about. I just know I believe it's a part one film. There's going to be two films, actually. This is just the first one's being released. But without going much into it today, does anyone have anything else to add? Do you know about it?
I'm excited to see this trailer. The first one was a great film, one of the best animation movies ever. So it should be exciting. Anyone else thoughts?
Honestly, the first movie is easily my favorite Spider-Man movie ever, so I'm pretty excited for this. Anyone else? No? All right.
Hi, I'm Kit. I'm just here to say that this Spider-Man was my first real attempt and got me into animation, and it made me want to explore the genre because of so much detail in it. And if this is anything like the first one, it's going to be incredible. I'm also happy to say that most of the characters will be reprising their roles.
Okay. Yep, I'll go fix it in post. Okay, guys, let's get right into this film today. Back up there? Yeah.
She was a bad girl, nevertheless. Calling it quits now, baby, I'm a wreck. Crash at my place, baby, I'm a wreck. Every time I'm leaving, oh, you don't make it easy, no. Wish I could leave.
Miles! You got a minute?
Oh, what? When? How did you get? How have you been?
It's a long story. Is this the room you grew up in?
It is, but my dorm room is very adult.
Right, no, of course. Hey, are these your drawings?
What? No.
Good.
That's embarrassing. That's very good.
I missed you too.
Okay. So, what are you doing here? I mean, I thought I'd never see you again.
Want to get out of here?
I'm grounded.
Bummer.
What?
Is Spider-Man grounded?
I mean,
Okay. Okay. So, first reactions. I guess I'll start. Well, obviously, they're continuing the great legacy of of animation with this with this character and these characters and with these films. Already looks fantastic visually, and I'm sure it'll be sound wise as well.
I'll go.
Yeah.
I didn't like this trailer, okay? It didn't feature Peter Porker, the pig Spider-Man. That was my favorite character, and if he doesn't make an appearance in this film, I'm not going to watch it. Who's next? You want to go, Jake?
I didn't know what was going on. I don't think I've ever watched a Spider-Man movie. I don't watch superhero movies. It looked cool though, so that's good.
All right. I thought it looked pretty good. Personally, I love the animation style of these movies. I think it's very reminiscent of comic books, but it's also extremely fluid in and of itself. So I do agree. Peter Porker should have been in this. If John Mulaney is not in this movie, I'm burning the theater to the ground. But, other than that, great trailer overall. Anyone else? I'll burn the theater down, probably.
Actually, for me, I've never looked at any of the Spider-Man animations, so I don't know too much about the multiverse or universe or whatever. But Spider-Man is my favorite superhero growing up and still is. So anybody that enjoys Spider-Man or have looked at the movies, I think that you will enjoy this. I'm actually going to try and look at it myself, and I'm going to revisit the ones that I miss because this looks exciting, and you can't hate on Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You just can't hate on him.
The video title should be smacking each other with a fork.
Okay, so with Slim, I have not really kept up with many of the animations of Spider-Man, but I do love the original movies, and the animations in this trailer just look amazing. I wish it would have been a little bit longer and given me a little bit more to judge, but maybe Jason will be nice enough to invite us back for part 2 viewing, and that would be really cool.
Yeah.
I actually, to that point, have a little something to say about like trailers in general. And I get what you're saying, Natalie, but I also really appreciate that they're not showing that much because they're showing off the animation, which is like a big reason to see it. But they're not like spoiling anything because that's why I don't like watching most trailers is because they kind of reveal too much about the movie. And I agree with you. I think that they could show a little bit more because you have no idea. I have no idea what's going on. But it's like, I like that it's basically showing off the animation, showing that Miles is older, and then like kind of hopefully hoping that you're going to be interested enough to watch it yourself.
I think it looked like It looked like the trailer started off right where the first one ended. Because I believe that Miles lying on his bed and Gwen talking to him was like the last shot of the movie.
Now, I can actually talk about this part.
Yeah, okay.
See, so if you were watching this, you would actually be able to tell that that was not the same room that Miles started in at the end of the last film. Miles' room was very differently designed. It wasn't as childish, which gives a little bit of detail. What I think this trailer really does great is it shows instead of tells. There's so much nuance and so much depth. You see Shameik Moore and Haley Steinfeld playing off of each other perfectly in their roles. And even then, you also see the details of Spider-Gwen's new suit. There's a new style to it. The sneakers are different than the ballet shoes we saw her wearing in the first film.
I think they also changed Miles' suit a little
They
bit. I think
did.
He has like a red stripe down the side now.
There's also, it also makes sense because the original suit was really a quick design. He had to do that right to go fight Kingpin.
I think he like spray painted it.
Yeah, so this one, he's now had time. He's been Spider-Man for a while now, at least. But what I'm really interested in to see is Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099, that blue and red Spider-Man hunting him down.
I'd say based off of Gwen's like hair length, because it's definitely a lot longer than it was in the first one. I'd say it's maybe like a year from the first one.
Yeah.
I'm also thinking that it's possible that they've already seen each other before, considering how the hexagon, the portals, seem to be of intentional design. So I'm thinking that they are intentionally able to travel to each other now. It's possible that they built this technology to visit each other. So maybe we'll see that there was some unfold stories that developed in between the time skip. But I love the animation and how the score really feels like the heart of the original. It's keeping that lightning in the bottle for me, which I'm so happy to see.
Yeah, definitely. I would say that too. I also like to mention that, like you said before, it says, this looks like just a little few, after the first one. But do you know that when it's being released, part one?
Part one, give me a second to check real quick.
Okay, he's gonna check right quickly.
It said October 7th, 2022.
Oh, that's right.
October 7th, yeah.
October.
That means this is not the last trailer we'll see for this. So this was just like a little preview of what to expect. So
There's
yeah,
gonna be at least 10 trailers.
yeah. So
and
this
50 sneak peeks before you even see
yeah.
Here's the thing, this isn't
I-
the trailer.
You don't have the mic. Whoever has the mic talks. That's the rules. Okay. So yeah, like everyone was saying, the animation's obviously like amazing because they put in a lot of effort to like get that comic book feel and look to it. But story-wise, there was a lot left to be desired. But like you said, this is just the first teaser for it. So I think that's a perfect introduction to what the story could be. And exploring like this whole multiverse thing is something that's been like really hot topic lately. Like every genre wants to jump into the multiverse of their properties. So I don't know. I think it's gonna be cool. They're probably gonna have in some callbacks, maybe like add some new stuff for the future. It's gonna be good. I mean,
Yeah.
Is Tobey Maguire in this one?
I don't think Tobey Maguire's in it. He's Tobey Maguire's the best Spider-Man though.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'd be actually interested to see who's gonna get into next year, especially during I guess October, and then I guess once that's over, probably pretty soon after that, get the first trailer for I guess part 2. If it's on, probably will be on. Well, definitely will probably be on a cliffhanger. If it's part 1 and part 2, that's what we usually like to do. So I'm very excited to see what the cliffhanger is and see how these characters can develop stuff like that because they always do really good animation. And this is directed by. You know who it's directed by?
Well, I think it was the same person.
The same person? Okay.
Another important thing to note is the Spider-Man rights, technically with the MCU, end after No Way Home. Now, it does appear that there's a renewing of the contract, but that means it is possible for Sony to do whatever they want. So it could be we may get a cameo from the MCU or any of the characters, including Venom. So I'm not saying that as an official thing, but I'm saying that could be a nice little nod or a little Easter egg to show up that you could keep your eyes out for in the future.
Not until Disney buys Sony, because it'll own everything eventually.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was a good trailer. Everyone give good props to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. 9 out of 10. Okay, good.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
I'd say it didn't explain too much, but it's a first look, so that's acceptable.
I had absolutely no idea what was going on, but it looked cool, so.
Okay, watch the first movie, Jacob.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's on Netflix.
I think it's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix if you want to watch it. So if you haven't seen the first one, definitely good time to go catch up on that this holiday season. But yeah, that was a really good trailer. We all recommend you definitely guys go see that when it comes out in November. So that was Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1. This was a teaser trailer for that. So I want to thank you guys so much for coming. Don't forget to subscribe and watch Ricky and Dakoa's Kitchen Critics videos if you have a chance. You like and subscribe, and also suggest in both our videos. If you have any new trailers or movies you'd like us to break down, scene breakdowns as well, let us know, and we'll be happy to do it for you. So thank you guys so much for watching. Always stay curious, stay wondrous about movies and television, and always remember, become a film fanatic.